ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sandra Gonzalez, and today I was asked to speak about focus, specifically focus and goals, but specifically how focus impacted my previous career as a military officer where I served 20 years of service. Focus continues to impact my life as a lifestyle consultant, as a speaker, as a mother, and a spouse. Today, I'd like to share with you 4 key topics. Quickly, I only have 8 minutes. 4 key topics that will hopefully assist you and empower you in sharpening your focus. So without further delay, I'll get started. The 4 key topics are distraction, focus, how to focus like a Marine, and lastly, I want to give you tools that you can utilize to sharpen your focus. So distraction. I want to talk about distraction. It's something we're constantly interrupted with. From the moment we open our eyes in the morning to the moment we go to bed. Even when we're sleeping, we're constantly being interrupted. Distraction takes away from our primary task. And when we're focusing on our primary task, we might be doing something. Next thing you know, we're checking our emails. Well, how did we get distracted? Again, you need to manipulate whatever it is that you're doing, focus on your primary task, and keep going. If you didn't already know, distraction can endanger your life, it can end your marriage, and possibly ruin your professional career. There are internal and external noises all around us. I'll give you a quick example of an internal noise. I can hear one right now. It's my negative self-talk. It's telling me, hurry up, lady. You only got 8 minutes. Give them the information and get off the stage. That's my negative self-talk. But I'm here to tell you that I'm here to tune that out, and I'm here to focus and bring this information. External factors. You know, there might be a cell phone going off that might distract me. There might be somebody waving in the back. There's constant distractors, but when you try to focus on something, you need to set your sights on what you're trying to accomplish and move forward. Don't let anything distract you. Distraction, lastly, undermines results. What that means, it really hinders your productivity. So what you're trying to accomplish, you can't accomplish in that specific time frame because you're constantly being distracted. Moving right along, I'll talk about focus. Focus is amazing. Once you actually, sit down and focus and do what you're actually supposed to do. So when you focus, you're better able to concentrate. And concentration is key. It's imperative to getting something done. You are much more productive and present in the moment when you concentrate. You can focus, you can listen, you can give somebody your undivided attention. And lastly, when you focus, it's really important because I decide I'm going to do this, therefore I will disregard that. I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to listen to you, I'm just going to stay focused. So it's very important that you follow through. My favorite, how Marines focus. So I really get to share about my previous career, how Marines focus. Well, sharpening our focus is crucial to our success. Marines work relentlessly in not only the physical aspect, but their mind as well. And focus is imperative, specifically when you need to get something accomplished. Before deploying to a combat zone or a combat environment, Marines practice. And how they practice? They practice through mock scenarios or practical application. And all mock scenarios are pretty much a training environment conducive to what they're doing. They're just getting them better prepared before they go to Afghanistan, Iraq, to the theater of operations, and it prepares them to be physically, emotionally, psychologically capable to endure what they're about to getting ready to endure. They're also required to think and focus better. Marines are even graded on this. You need to think, you need to focus, you need to execute accordingly. If we don't focus the way we need to, there's, improper decisions can happen because of lack of focus. Not only that, but mission failure and God forbid, casualties. So there's something of a ripple effect that goes on when Marines don't focus. So it's imperative that they sometimes ignore pain, and sometimes they have to remove that emotional element because it's not conducive to training. Again, improper decisions, lack of focus can lead to those mission failures and casualties. This exposure to training is rigorous. This exposure to training is arduous and strenuous. It's that way for a reason. The tougher the challenge, the better. The more capable the Marine will be able to execute his or her duties in a hostile environment. And that's what we need them to do. We need them to be stronger, to make good judgment, decisions, to win the hearts and minds of the people. We don't just simply go in and start shooting somebody. It's not about that. It's about being more intelligent, more capable, more physical, and just a stronger, better person with a lot of rationale, if that makes any sense. As a result of this extensive training that Marines undergo, and it's a continuous process, we never stop. As a result of this, the Marine is much more capable. And that's ultimately what we want. We want somebody who's confident, who's able to go into harm's way and do what is necessary to execute and accomplish the mission. So they can withstand chaos, and they're not as stressed out because they've already experienced that. Lastly, I want to leave you with tools that will hopefully sharpen your focus. You need to do two things if you can. You need to write your goals down. You need to have a to-do list and a success list. A to-do list is more of a personal, start writing down whatever it is that you need to accomplish. Your success list is more of your professional aspirations. What is it that you want to do in this lifetime? Write them down, and believe me, when you start writing down your goals, something amazing and extraordinary happens, especially when you focus. Concentrate your energy on what you want and schedule time and be productive. It's very important that you schedule your time. I use time blocks, so I can tell you from 5 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock every morning. My time is very structured. I can tell you what I'm doing from that specific time frame. When I work on my time blocks, I try to focus and I try to be productive. In addition to that, I try to use my willpower. Willpower is very important because willpower is not on will call. This is a limited resource that you need to use when you have the most of it. So throughout the day, slowly but surely, your willpower is getting depleted. So you have to know when to use it. And I know after a certain hour, I'm not going to go exercise. I'm not going to do certain things because my willpower has slowly diminished. Again, focus on one thing. Give people your undivided attention. Sit down, listen, and focus. I'd like to also add that military focus and corporate focus, they're interchangeable. So anything and everything that I've learned in the military discipline, standard operating procedures, everything is applicable in the corporate world, and it continues to enhance not only my personal life, but my professional life as well. Lastly, I leave you with this. Enjoy life. Focus. Pay attention to your children. Give your spouse your undivided attention and be present in the moment. Thank you so much.